Alright guys, sorry about that. Alright, damn memory card. So sorry, we're in midpoint here. We're talking about the plot. So it's big on the war theme, suggestive undertones. It's not preachy, but it's definitely a commentary on war and metaphors, which is cool. And if I repeat myself, I apologize. But we were saying how for 1972 to have a theme like that on war, I thought was really creative. Right now, that wouldn't be a big deal, but back in '72 to have like a war theme in horror, I think was definitely creative at the time to do that. And what was I talking about? There's a lot to talk about in this movie. Another cool thing is it's the debut of Tom Savini.
Yeah, that's
who
right.
helped with the effects in it, makeup. So that's really cool.
It's not super gory or anything like that, but the stuff that is in there, is really cool.
His makeup as he deteriorates into zombie definitely
I love that how his face looks. It's all like
that's done really well.
Yeah.
I think what's cool about it too is it's mostly a dark film, and like you had mentioned earlier, Bob Clark, you can particularly see it after watching Children, and then if you were to watch this next, you start to see, okay, Bob Clark definitely had a vibe.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely has a distinct vibe to
it's
all
dark,
his movies.
it's moody.
Yeah, it's very moody.
It's definitely, I think, darker than Children had a little more humor. But you can just sense his vibe when halfway through this movie. And it's one thing I like about it too is there's just a focus on the family and how they're dealing with him. And they kind of make a point of his father, who is fantastic.
Yeah, his father's
character.
Yeah, I thought the parents were great. In the movie.
His father really stands out, and it suggested that the father was kind of a dick to him when he was younger. But the cool thing is, as the movie progresses, you can definitely see though how much his father actually does love him, and both his sister and his mother. But yeah, his father's really the leader in trying to help him. I guess as it
tries to cover up
getting away with him. Essentially, he goes around killing people, and him being the zombie. And his father, there's a lot of sentimentality, and I mean, it's kind of touching at times. I think the movie, which is really cool. There's a dramatic side to it, especially at the as we come down to the ending. Really like the ending a lot. Yeah, you don't want to say the ending, but
the ending is really good.
Definitely,
it's emotional.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of really cool and touching. As crazy as the plot is.
It says a lot.
Yeah,
about family and all the dealing with all the underlying tones
with the war and everything. Yeah, it's not anything profound, but I think it's really a simplistic view of family dealing with war and using a zombie story to do that and having some legitimately touching moments. I think it's really a testament to Bob Clark and how diverse he is. But if you haven't seen this movie's awesome. It's kind of like if you were to look at the cover of Death Dream and see that, you're thinking, I think cheese.
Yeah. You're like, you don't know what to take.
So it's kind of misleading to me. Even though I love this edition, get it, Blue Underground. I love shiny things.
Like you mentioned before,
It has that shiny tone, you can see it. So it's got a cool picture inside here too. There's a good example of makeup.
Yeah.
As later on. Awesome. So don't let the artwork fool you, but it is a cool release. I don't love the cover, but I would have gone with Dead of Night, the original title, but definitely, if you haven't seen this, is a must. I think it's a great film. Dark, moody, a good message, fantastic cast, and just please, if you don't have this, fucking buy it.
Yeah, just an all-around good movie to watch.
Definitely an overlooked movie. I never hear anybody talk about this movie. Definitely, I always forget his Richard Backus, fantastic. Love his role in this. So, Death Dream. Lastly, this is definitely his well-known movie. As I said, Christmas Story is my favorite regular Christmas movie, and this one is my favorite horror-themed Christmas movie, well known as Black Christmas. Ahead of its time. I talked about this on my last show as my #1 slasher film. 1974. So, a lot to say about this one. Maybe some of your thoughts on it. I know you haven't seen it in a while, but...
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but... there's a lot going on there, too. Like, again, with his vibe, there's a lot of that going on in there. There's a lot of atmosphere, again. All the characters are awesome.
It's almost like if you looked at these films as like a trilogy.
Yeah.
It would be cool to actually watch these three, which I never had back to back. That would be really cool.
That would be cool.
We probably should have done that.
Yeah.
But now that I think of it, it actually would. And this
it
is
really,
kind of culminates with, you know, just the epitome of his vibe and, you know, how serious this film is. But he also laces this with some humor.
Yeah.
There's some great humor in this movie. You know?
Like we were saying, the head mother of the sorority.
Someone messaged me, what is the head of a sorority
house? The head of a
house?
sorority called, like,
We
the mother.
Term of that.
Mother. I don't know what they are.
Hey, do they call her like the mother or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, if anyone, any of you ladies who have been in a sorority, or men, if any of you men have been in a ladies' sorority, let us know what the head mother is. Anyway, the sorority, she was funny, drunk, hiding the whiskey like in books, inappropriate posters on the wall. And then Margot Kidder, great as a drunk friend, very inappropriate lines. Again, his cat, I guess any director, any great director does well casting people. And Bob Clark, his films are so well cast. This cast, to me, almost like, I think each film got better, and this was like, you get John Saxon, Olivia Hussey, who's fantastic, Euro Babe.
Yeah.
Really hot, but just great performance in the lead role.
Yeah.
Margot Kidder's great. Her friends who are in it throughout the movie are really good. Olivia's boyfriend, Keir Dullea, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Cool actor. He was great as like the creepy douche boyfriend, pianist, all stressed out all the time. He was in Space Odyssey. Who else are we forgetting? John Saxon, of course, is a genre legend. He was fantastic as a police chief. You mentioned how tense the movie is.
Yeah, it has
even with the humor.
It has this tense atmosphere to it, you know,
which just slowly builds up.
Yeah, just it totally builds into it, and you know, you're sitting there with your sweaty palms.
You feel it,
you feel it, you know, like.
And it's like I said, I consider this, besides like the big franchises Halloween and Friday the 13th, I consider this my favorite slasher, and it's very unique in the way that you never see the killer.
Yeah.
Which is
big. That's big.
Not gory. You know, there's kills, and they're actually really suggestive and creative, and it's more in your mind. But not a gore flick, and definitely one of my favorite endings ever. And the whole telephone horror thing, which inspired so many movies later on. Really, Scream. A big Scream fan, but definitely influenced that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm checking the time so this doesn't happen again. But great film. I watch this every Christmas. It's a must. I never actually ever watched it back to back with Christmas Story, which is pretty ridiculous. I think I'm going to do that this year, which would be really cool. But just such a talented guy, and I love him. I think he's a great director. Definitely unfinished business, And these three horror films are just. I'll call it a trilogy, the Bob Clark trilogy, I guess.
Watch them all together, make a night of it.
Yeah,
get all your friends together, and
I assume a majority of people have seen Black Christmas, but these other two is definitely. I know some people haven't seen those, but we're gonna check the camera again, and then we'll wrap up this segment. So we'll be right back. Right, welcome back. I have an addendum to the last segment. I have to mention this. This great beer.
This beer is great.
For another reason besides the name and the unibrow and all that, it says triple
fermentation.
I'm big on a single fermentation, and I've had double triple fermentation. I wonder why it tastes so good.
This stuff is delicious.
Love the triple.
Yeah.
The trilogy of fermentation. Trip firm. All right, so we're gonna do. We have another beer here. We have two other ones, but this one's awesome. Yeah. Look at this bottle. We do those variety packs, so you can pick your own 6-pack, so it's awesome. Look at this. This is Alimony Ale. It's an India Pale Ale, which I love, IPA. And I just love that fucking label, so we're going to try this. Put it on the card. Alright, we're going to try this. So we want to cheers Bob Clark. Death Dream, can I throw it in there real quick?
Yeah.
I gotta mention, I forgot we were talking about it during the break.
Another addendum.
Cool music too,
awesome music.
Subtle music, but there's also if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. There's like this sound that happens throughout. It's kind of like a raspy, almost like black metal-y, kind of like, and it happens just here and there throughout the film. I just had to mention that. It adds a lot of creepiness to it, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I had to say that. So Bob Clark, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things,
Hold them up.
Death Dream, Black Christmas.
In order.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
We'll call it the Clark Trilogy.
Clark Trilogy, there you go.
So
fucking watch all these.
buy them all, man. Awesome guy, and of course, movie we should all love. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro to this show. Cheers to your first acting performance.
Thank you.
Awesome. And so, cheers to Bob Clark, guys. We have a segment coming up, the mailbag. It's the final mailbag of the season. Might be the final mailbag period because I'm gonna change things up in season 2 with the format. I'll still show stuff, that I get, but you gotta keep things fresh. So season 2 will be a little bit different, but this mailbag's gonna be special because I got a cool Christmas related item to show you. And this guy over here started getting into the obsession of hardbox collecting.
Finally.
So unfortunately, for your wallet.
Yeah.
But so he's gonna show you some things. So we're gonna have we're gonna double fist this mailbag. I'm sorry.
Team that bag.
So kind of homoerotic.
Or just erotic.
Just erotic. All right. So let's not limit it to just guys. Cheers to Bob Clark,
cheers,
man.
Bob
I hope
Clark.
you guys, if you're not into him, you check him out. I think he's great.
Definitely.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. And check out the mailbag. See you later. They didn't know if it's good. Right. One of those you can't tell in the first.
Good aroma.
I like it a lot, actually.
Very good.
It's not subtle,
Not
too bitey. All right, see you later.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, welcome to probably the last incarnation as it is of the mailbag. So it'll probably be whatever it is in season 2. It'll be a little bit different. So you see my nice homemade horror table here, and I have a special guest. First time, I honestly don't think I've ever seen 2 people show off some stuff. So this is kind of weird and cool.
Well,
so
in this type of format.
in this format. So welcome Finchy to the mailbag.
Thank you, everyone, again.
You got to wave down here. He just waved.
Hi, guys.
There you go. And so welcome him to the mailbag. And yeah, look at this beer. We got to mention this.
You got to bring this beer back in here.
Here you go. Read that.
The top label is
awesome.
awesome. There's your little face right there.
Read what it says.
But it says, good beer, like true love, doesn't last long. Enjoy it while it lasts.
That's fucking awesome.
So true.
That is so. And here it says, it's irreconcilably
Irreconcilably different.
Awesome.
What
Highly
a
recommend
cool
this beer.
beer.
This
Yeah,
is my
very
pick
cool.
of the month. That's what we should
Pick of
do
the
in
month
season
beer.
2.
There you go.
Finchy. Pick of the month
Pick of the month
beers.
beer.
That would be badass.
Here we
All right.
go. We're going to start it right now with this
Sweet.
guy right here.
This beer is awesome, guys. All right. So welcome Finchy to the mailbag. Very exciting. He has entered for all you collectors who obviously enjoy this segment more than the non-collectors. This is where I show stuff off. Steelbooks, hardboxes, digipacks, box sets, whatever.
Tons of
And
fun stuff.
Finchy has definitely entered our sick world, our family. And so that's really
I've collected
cool.
movies and,
Oh, yeah,
and
he's
stuff
been
like that for a long time, but I've just now finally got into hard boxes.
Yeah, he's been a long
You know.
time, movie collector. But yeah, he's getting into the
Not-
rarities.
Yeah, the rarities and stuff
So-
like that, and I'm really getting into it. So
And he's off to an awesome start. He just started.
It's
and
real exciting already.
he wants to show some off.
So I'm gonna show you
Here's
my first.
his youthful collection.
Yes, my first starter collection right here.
Don't forget to
First
say
off-
what labels they are.
Okay,
People
first
like
off,
Just make sure you get
from-
in here. Okay.
from X-Rated Cult Cinema, there's DVD, is The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave.
Great
Which
movie.
is very cool movie.
Great cover.
There's the side right there.
The spine, the term.
Spine. Sorry. And there's your back.
Really nice.
Really cool packaging. I love all the pictures on the back here. Really hot pictures on the
Yeah,
back.
it's for those of you who haven't seen this movie, just fucking hot chicks. Still has a great vibe though, yeah, just a great. If you're into the older stuff, kind of like the, I don't want to go far as say erotic film, but it's sexy.
Yeah, it's
Would you go that
fairly.
far?
I wouldn't say
I wouldn't call it
over the top
erotic,
erotic,
yeah, but it's
it's a
definitely
very sexy film.
yeah. Part of the Giallo collection, which X-rated. It's probably my favorite hardbox label X-rated. It's really nice. I love the white.
The inside.
They have the white as opposed to a lot of labels have black. I love that.
This has another cool alternate cover, which is also a really cool cover.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to get someday, get that cover as well. But this is also a really cool cover.
Nice hardbox and really cool film.
Yeah.
Cool.
So definitely check that one out. All right.
Next one.
Number 2. Subspecies 2.
Great cover.
This is a really cool cover. Like, this is probably definitely one of my favorite vampire series like ever.
Sorry if you hear people yelling in the background.
Yeah, the party's
still going, and some adults are partying too.
Getting a little rowdy. So, this is from '84 Entertainment.
Great label.
Really cool label. Well, this is like one of my favorite vampire series. I think Radu is like my favorite vampire, and I love like all the full moon.
The crazy thing is, I
have
not seen any subspecies movies.
Any of them. Like, we're gonna have to go through all of them.
Yeah, we gotta have a subspecies night.
But it's
get
really
all the
cool.
hard boxes.
Yeah, I really want to get.
Challenging you.
Yeah.
When you get all the hard boxes, I will fucking watch them.
You guys
all.
help me out finding all these hard boxes because I really want all of them. But this one is really cool.
Is this your favorite of the 4 or 5?
Yeah, I'd probably say this is one of my more favorites. This is when Denise Duff. This was her first role
looks like a
as
cutie.
Michelle. She's really hot. There's the back right there.
Limited to 111.
Limited
You
to
have a low
111.
number.
I have 39,
which is cool. Low numbers are always good.
Very cool. And I love all the packaging. I love this artwork right here.
Great.
It's really
That
cool.
is a cover of another one I know. There's not to make you salivate more, but that is another cover, right?
I'd like to get that one too.
Yeah, there's.
But,
every time I tell you that there's boxes, you're just like, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're an asshole. So, but
show the inside.
yeah, this thing's really cool. Yeah, a little fun thing. After opening it,
this was sealed when he got it.
Yeah, this was sealed when I got it. So I'm expecting like a pretty, cool, interesting disc inside of it. So we open it, and what do we have inside here? What is that?
It's definitely Twilight inspired.
Twilight inspired.
Twilight like logo.
It says Into the Twilight.
So we're a little.
Subspecies 2, Into the Twilight.
We don't really understand.
It just kind of threw me back a lot.
Yeah, I assume this is a joke. By a lot of the times, these hard boxes they have repacks of a different company makes the actual disc. So I assume this is kind of like a funny little joke by
that's what I'm
that company. But we'll have to look into that. But
yeah, but so it's entertaining at least.
Yeah. All right, awesome hard box, man.
But this thing is great. I'm really happy I got this. It's one of my first ones that I ever got because it's one of my favorite series.
Yeah, awesome. So, I take some beer.
Yeah, we'll take a swig.
This one, I love this next one.
This one is really fucking awesome. Classic movie.
Great cover.
Evil Dead 2.
I apologize for the glare. This really
what
blends
a cover
in with the lighting. Yeah, great
what
cover.
What a really awesome cover. I've seen a lot of Evil Dead covers, but I've actually never really seen this one. Yeah, so after I saw that one, I was like, dude, I need that one. It's really cool.
That's what makes hard boxes is kind of like
it's all about the artwork,
the vinyl of
DVDs.
It
definitely is.
Not to
another
put down
X-rated cult.
Not to put down laser discs because those are cool, but hard boxes are just so cool with the artwork. I tend to get hard boxes that have great cover art, because it just looks so cool. And this one epitomizes the format of hard boxes. And the back is great too.
Definitely cool.
That artwork continues on the back, which is really cool. Great pictures. Yeah, this is just a super nice hard box.
Really cool. Yeah, how it wraps around.
Yeah, the artwork wraps around. So awesome. Pop that open.
But very cool. Obviously one of my favorite movies of all time. Favorite horror movies.
Great, obviously great film.
Got me into it. Everything.
Are you gonna get the other cover of this?
I will get as many covers of this as I can.
It has the classic, of course. Skull, whatever.
But definitely one of my favorite movies of all time.
No question.
So it's had to have been one of my first ones that I ever got, and I'm really glad I got this one because this is one of the coolest covers I've seen for this movie.
Great hard box.
So now
we have a couple more coming, but we're waiting.
Yeah, I have a few more. I have a few more coming. So, but for now, this is my starter kit.
This will always be special because it's.
This one will always be special.
Look at that cover.
This
is
love
fucking
this cover.
awesome. Return of the Living Zombies,
AKA.
aka the Midnight Hour. I don't know if anybody of you guys have ever seen this one, but this is a really cool movie.
Vintage 80s cheddar.
Yeah, total. Which is right up my alley. I love all that shit. Another X-rated.
Great label.
Again.
X-rated.
There's your spot right there. Really cool.
Awesome film.
And,
Now, how did you
really cool.
obtain this one? I gotta know.
See, this is fun. On our little Halloween, movie tradition day, we had a little gift exchange.
Someone got you this as a gift?
Yeah, this was given to me as a gift
That is ridiculous.
by someone pretty close to me.
Maybe someone special to get you this.
Actually, someone physically close to me right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Rudy got you this.
No, it wasn't Rudy.
It wasn't my cat.
No, but it actually was Mr. Headbanger
It
right
was.
here.
I got this.
This was a gift from Headbanger to me.
I am proud to say I popped Finchie's
he
hard
popped my
box
hard
cherry,
box cherry.
and boy did I do it.
And
big.
he did it real big. He blew it out, man. like I really love this movie. I saw this movie when I was like, I don't even know, like a lot. I was young when I saw this movie. I saw it on TV, and I didn't even know what it was, but I loved it so much, and I figured I would never be able to find it again.
Yeah, it's actually never been officially released.
Yeah, it's
which
never
is
been
ridiculous.
really officially released, and it's kind of like obscure.
Open it
Yeah,
up.
open it up. And
Two words.
I never thought
Reading
two-
Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. That's
I
a really
love that
cool
disc.
disc. Awesome disc.
That's another cover, by the way, of the small
Don't
hard
tell me
box.
that.
There's a small hard
That
box
guy.
with this
Come on.
cover.
It's really
So what's
hot.
his name?
A one Mr. LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. Fuck
Goddamn LeVar Burton.
yeah. LB.
But this movie was great. I love this movie, and I was like, I'm never gonna be. I would never remember what this was, and then I saw it at a convention, and I got a bootleg copy of it, and I really love this movie.
Great movie.
And
Fun.
here he goes, surprises me on Halloween with this amazing.
That's it, man.
My very first hard box is from this movie that I really
Awesome
love.
box. I gotta get myself one of these.
We made Passionate Love after that.
We did. Very
And
passionate.
it
That's the
was
only
hot.
kind of love I make, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we're wrapping up on
So
time. So
yeah.
awesome. You're off to a great start.
Yeah, so-
collection.
Thank you very
So
much.
Cheers to your ever-growing now collection. And lastly, I just want to quickly show something. I've had this for a while, and I know many of you have shown this off before on YouTube, so it's nothing new in that regard. But with Christmas being around the corner, I love this film. Good. You want to take over? All right, cool. And we all love this film. Very cool hard box. Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's classic original poster cover. I just love it. Great X-rated label, which Finch has become fond of now.
Very much
I
so.
love this cover. It's the original poster with the quotes. They tried to ban it. They didn't want you to see it. The movie that went too far. Of course, it doesn't live up to that, but I think it's a good, solid slasher Christmas-themed film. Great kills, and of course you have Linnea Quigley. It's great. Look at these pictures
yeah.
on the back. Really one of my favorite kills ever, with the deer antlers going through
Look at that.
a naked Quigley. I mean, that's fantastic. It's a fun
Awesome.
film. I love this hard box, and in particular because of what's inside. This is really cool.
What do you
Check
got
this
inside
out,
there,
guys.
buddy?
I'm running out of time. Look at that. A piece of chocolate
Look at that.
signed by some people, individually numbered. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. See you next season.
Wow.